Hello, YouTube. I hope you enjoyed my show today. Today's the winners and losers of the ban list. Yes, the new ban list for the 13th of Feb. Monday basically. Monday, the new ban list came to effect, and the new format's been pretty good. But it was just finishing up the ICS, and there's another one this weekend in Las Vegas, a team one this time. So hopefully it'll be good. So yeah. And stuff, let's get to it. And the losers are Sprite, the Lost Elf, which is a big downfall for them. Means they can't get the the grind ability, they can't gain back cards, and they can't make the cards untargetable. It was too generic for every deck. Everyone was playing it, even out of Sprite, so even her decks are playing it out of Sprite, which is crazy. Hey, because some people were even playing a little Sprite engine, so they were playing like a little Sprite engine, which is a shame. Because I think Sprite hasn't done very much. I think it's not that scary deck to me. It seems very... Yes, it made one or two negates, which is fine, but it didn't do very much. All the guys were puny. Yeah, you didn't need a big monster. So, and then there was Sprite, Rudic, otherwise yes, and then there was just Sprite. But those decks don't matter so much. They didn't scare me so much, which is a shame. But hey ho. I think it was still good next format. Yes, there'll be no elf, but it means you'll find a way of playing. You'll just play the some other link. You'll play the Bushy link instead and just bring them back. Yes, you don't get the targeting thing, but you get the graveyard effect to bring them back, which is quite cool, I guess. So. Step back and proud and make a fire improve again. A major fireproof once again, a major fireproof this time. You can't fall ever again. Never, a major fireproof, remember. Next is Tears, basically. Kit Carlos got banned and everything else went to one, including the see-through stuff, so quite a lot of stuff happened to this deck. I'm quite surprised. I thought they would have kept him around a bit longer, but they have not. Maybe they look. I guess that this deck is absolutely tearing up the format, and they didn't want another zero format for another 6 months. So, which is good thinking. It happens, but and I think that's a good decision. I think it was really annoying because decks like mine could not cope with the power of Tear. I could not build. I tried to build my deck to play against it. It does not work. So I tried to play other decks which can play against it, but it's really annoying because it just went on for the grind. It was very consistent, instant consistent, and it was built always the same way, and it could be built, and it could be done, but it could be done all sorts of different ways, the combo and stuff. It was just really annoying. Now with all it, now the Kit Carlos and a lot of it, some of it have won, which is good. It shows the deck can still do it. I think this deck will still be one of the best decks in the format. It won't be the best, but you definitely still see it. I reckon you just won't see so much of it. I reckon. It'd still be good. Look at Oshie. It's still the best deck, even though even things that I've won and stuff. Because this deck can just adapt to things, which is cool, which is good. And the last loser was Thunderies. Finally, this deck is the loser. They lost the Barrier Statue, which is the big heart of this deck, and it was really annoying to play against because it showed not very good Lugia. You won by a Floodgate. And you play on opponent's turn, which doesn't show good Lugia to me. You're playing bad Lugia because you're playing on opponent's turn, and you don't give them a chance to opponent to play, which is not very good. And your opponent have decided certain cards against you. Yeah. And some people couldn't even play against it because of some decks built against it. Yeah. So I think it's good this deck's to be out of format. They might have to build differently. They might have to go towards the trap. I mean, the counter trap card and stuff, and stop people special summon that way, which might just be even worse. Yep. Now, hopefully, this deck's out of the format for good, for finally. Yep. It's been far too long, it should have been the format to begin with, yeah. The winners are... Dinosaurs! Got Richard Sancho to 3! Yay! Which is funny, they've just got some more Dino support. So that means Dinos are getting some more support. Dinos didn't do very much last format, but I can see why they want to help them. Ancient Sanction's a good card. Yep. And they want to look at the opponent's X deck a lot more. There seems to be a theme now. They want to look at the opponent's X deck and try and counter the opponent's X deck by taking stuff out, which would be interesting, to say the least. So I think that could be a good sign. Could be a lot of things, but I think that'll be one of the best signs. Yep. Yep. And stuff, which is good, which is cool. Well, I think there's a lot of things. I think this deck's got a chance. Next format, I think it'll be one of the best decks of the format, especially with the new stuff in May, in Wild Survival. Yep. Next is Cash Tier. Cash Tier's got nothing, and it's new this format. So this is gonna be like a Vanish deck. This is gonna be like your Wondries, I reckon. You know, it gives you zones and can play sort of and take out the opponent's zones and vanish everything. So this deck could be interesting. The deck's just big in general. But the thing with Cash Tier, it's good at its combo, but it's very vulnerable. Plus, you need 3 cards, so you can beer this. So you might have to run a beer in the main, or Book of Eclipse and stuff like that. So I'm looking to side Book of Eclipse and then main it when it's a regional or OTS or YCSs. Those sort of big events, because I expect to know a lot more. Yep, which is cool. I think it'd be interesting to say the least. I think this deck has got potential. I think the deck's Cash Tier is gonna be the first proper rank 7 deck since Dragon Rulers. But this time, this one doesn't need to play like other engines to make it good, so which is always a good sign and stuff, which is cool, which is good. Most of the deck's really easy, but it's really expensive, so be ready to spend your cash for it. Really, it's called Cash Tier for it. And the last one is Branded Despian. Yes. Nothing really got hit for them. I think this deck always has potential. This is one of those decks you always will get a win at a locals or YCS or regional. Or OTS, you always will win with this deck. You always will guarantee one win because this deck is so good at what it needs to. It's changed how it's played too. It's very tight still with the fusions, and then also it's playing the Bestial package, so you do play that always with most of these decks. I think this deck's got a lot of potential. I think this deck's going to be good and very powerful. Wants to do and stuff. I think it's very easy. This is one of those decks that's very cheap to pick up because you can just pick up 3 structure decks and you're pretty much on your way. Yes, the X deck will cost you a bit more, but I think you'll be good as gold. And the good thing with this deck, it's getting more support in the next couple of sets. So I think in the next set. So I think you will have good potential with this deck. So yeah. I think it's going to be a very powerful and very good deck. And there was some new stuff in Master this week. Why Master do? Oh, so we just got the Sprite stuff. We just got Sprite for next format. So we just got Sprite, which is good. We've got some other stuff. We'll talk about other sets too. We've got a new structure deck. Heck, we've got the new Dark Edition structure deck, which I might be interesting because it's got Edition Soul and Illusion of Chaos. So, yeah. Which could be interesting. There's also 2 new competitions going to be in it in next week, so I will show off those. It's also been 25 years since Lugia. It's going to be the first year of Master Duel. Master Duel's been really good actually, because even though it's not always keep up with the game so much, it's always been good and it's nice. It's actually, so we'll show off some new stuff too while we're at it. Yep. So we got a new shop. We got the new set. So we got the new set. This is the Sprite set, right? And you see, it's got some good stuff. It's got the Sprite stuff. It's also got some Exorcist stuff. It's got one of the new Exorcist one. It's got the punk stuff, yeah. And then it's got the new Synchro Filament stuff. So it's got other stuff too. Matronic stuff. More punks. It's got a bit of everything, to be honest, yeah. Neo Space, some of the Matronic stuff. So this is one of the new. This is the new set. It's looking good. I haven't a chance to buy it. Then we got a new Struts deck, Volnio of the Magic. It's got the new. Oh, I could buy it today if I want to. Yeah, I'll buy once I get more. So, and then we got some new icons and some new stuff. We also got some new Gate solo modes, like this one here. Then we got some competitions coming up too. So we have got the Legendary Saga and the Exceed Celebration again. So I'm hoping to those soon in the next couple of weeks. Okay, I hope you enjoyed about the show today. Subscribe and watch all. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Skyrock. Yep, all those. I hope you enjoyed about the show today.